Shifter's gone, we're milling 20. Let's go. How's it going, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I'm super excited to create another branded profile for this format, and since there's no shifter, I'm playing That Grass Looks Greener. Before we begin, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's dive right in. Honestly, I think this is a really good competitor to this format. We don't really know what's gonna come on top, right? After the ban list, after everything settles, but what I do know is that Shifter is gone, essentially. I don't think people are gonna play it. So I think it is time to capitalize and mill with grass. And honestly, this list is like pure gas. As always, I think this is a really good matchup into a lot of the possible meta decks. And let's begin and see how it looks like. Now, engine, standard stuff, I think. 3 Alubers. We're gonna get the new arts soon. It's probably gonna be next week, so stick around for that. We're gonna do another profile with all the new QCR alt arts. This is like the core of the deck, as always. 60 cards, so I'm playing 2 Quem, 3 Cartesia, 3 Aluber, 3 Albaz. I think this is fairly standard and very, very shiny. I am playing a couple of Allures, so I didn't want to play 2 more Couriers, just because this card is super good, and I'm also playing Gold Sark, so I want to make sure I have another copy in the deck. I do really just love a Stellar. Shout out to Raul. A Stellar is so good in 60, especially with grass. Please check it out and play it. There's a video about this on my channel explaining how it works. Essentially, it's going to get you access to your light spellcasters, Ecclesia and Cartesia. If you get it into the hand with Albion the Shrouded Dragon, it's insane. So essentially, what this does, if a spell or trap is sent as cost to the graveyard, and this one is in the graveyard, you can special summon it, then send a spell or trap from your hand or field as cost to summon any light spellcaster tuner, or any even light spellcaster from the deck. No, spellcaster tuner, so essentially Quem and Cartesia. You get access to your full engine, and it's so easy to make because if this is in the graveyard with grass, or you discard it for branded opening, or use it for high spirits, you just put it in the graveyard and then use Albion the Shrouded Dragon's effect to dump any spell and trap. You can just summon it. You can also place Branded Lost on the field, then send it with this card. I just absolutely love it in 60. 1 Tragedy, 1 Spring and Kit, which is fairly standard. The 1 Bestial Lubellion, and of course the Bestial Magnamut. And branded players come on top because Saranir is a 3. Let's go. Yeah, Saranir in this deck is really, really important. Really, really good. We're playing high spirits to the max. So, man, it just feels so good. Dude, honestly, I'm just like pausing this profile to just like, I love this deck so much. I'm going to be bringing you gameplay soon, obviously, hopefully. 3 Shrouded, again, with a Stellar, incredible. And we are playing the Nadir package just because, like, more gas, just more gas. It's really, really good in this deck. You know, I think people are realistically gonna be moving more towards hand traps now. Not that they haven't before, but just like Ryziel was playing a mix. Pure was like playing, honestly, possibly like 9 hand traps or 6 hand traps that weren't really great against branded. But now, with Talons gone and Crossout gone, maybe that is going to change. This is the main monsters of the deck. Now, for the branded stuff, we're playing 1 Lost, 1 Red, 1 Fusion, still at 1, and then 1 White. In 60, I always like playing this because once you resolve grass or you stack up your graveyard a little bit, this card becomes an additional branded fusion. So I've just been loving this card ever since we started playing it. Now, for the 3 ofs, we have 3 High Spirits. This card is anything in your deck. This unlocks everything. This, including every single card in this deck, maybe except like the Despias and specifically Kit, gets you to any, like basically a combo, right? It's going to get you to a combo. So we are playing 3 opening, 3 High Spirits, 3 deployment still, and then 3 Nadir Servant. This is going to be your main engine count. Spells you always want to see, and this is why we play them at 3, especially in 60. It's really important. And then for some supplementary spells, 1 Foolish Burial couldn't hurt in 60. 1 Sark, again, good consistency card. And then 1 grass, looks greener. Really, really solid. I wish they bumped it up to 2, but you know, you take what you can. And then 2 Allure of Darkness, just for more consistency, more draw power. This is going to get you to your non-engine when you're going second as well, so it's really, really important. And I'm not playing it in Malice, so you know, that's a free spot here. And then for some usual suspects that we usually just play in branded, 3 Thrust, still super solid. 3 Super Polymerization, going to be very solid this format, especially if Blue Eyes gets a significant buff. And then 3 Droplet. Again, we saw in the YCS how good this was. This card is super good. And again, combined with all the cards you want in the grave in branded, this is going to be super, super good on your turn 2. Called by Talents to wrap up the non-engine. This card is at 1, which is what we always played in branded. I mean, you probably recently you played 3, but yeah. And then 1 dupe, 1 retribution, and 1 branded banishment. This is going to be your standard lineup. I think with Malice and light and dark decks in general, this deck just like banishment cooks. You don't need light and darkness Dragon Lord for this. I just like playing this to get more value out of my bestials. 60 cards, I counted. If I made a mistake, it is time to let me know in the comments below. Extra deck, 2 Albion. We are moving into playing 1 Mirror Jade just because you want more stuff. Super flexible. If you're feeling uncomfortable with playing just 1 Mirror Jade, you can definitely bump it up to 2. I'll talk about what you could cut. Standard and standard, like super mandatory. You could move Albalendidus into the side and put in Mirror Jade. Is just like this card so much. Being able to fetch, you know, for turn 3, getting that fusion deployment is really, really big. This card is better than ever. Just make sure to fuse from grave. 2 Grangnols, 1 Queritus. I am playing 1 Proskinian, just like it's a powerhouse. It's gonna burn in time as well. It's just like insane. Chaos Star Source Dragon against the Blue Eyes matchup, or just as an additional Guardian Chimera. Prenaplant Dragostipelia. If you want that Super Poly to put in work, this is how you're gonna do that. 1 Garura and 1 Guardian Chimera. I think this is very flexible. Like you probably like have the mandatory portion right here. Albalendidus is not even mandatory, so I would say like if you're playing Nadir Servant, like this sort of becomes mandatory, and the Super Poly kind of makes either one of these mandatory. So I'll probably put in this guy, and then I would honestly say like you could like play around with these, right? If you want to play some synchros, play Lulu. But I do recommend like Queritus. I think is extremely important in this deck. So yeah, kind of like flex spots, I would say. You can move this to the side, put in a Masquerade, put in another Mirror Jade. I think it's definitely valid to test it out. Again, we don't know where the format is going to shift, so you know it's going to be fun experimenting. Thank you so much for watching. I had a blast doing this. Don't forget, we're going to be doing the new Alt Arts deck profile very soon. It's going to be super, super shiny. Thank you so much for watching. Love you guys. See you in the next one. Peace.